Well guys, if you're gonna swing axes, eventually you're gonna break a handle. I'm Killinger, and today we're gonna replace this handle in this beautiful Adler long splitter. Let's get her done. Well, this is one of those times where this was 100% my fault. I broke this handle because I had an overstrike. And although this has a very nice overstrike protection collar on it, it is not guaranteed that you won't break your handle. As you can see, overstrike is when you're splitting a piece of wood and you hit somewhere in this area instead of on your bit. And you usually get that when you reach over a log. Let's say the log was right here and you reach over it and miss and it hits the log. So it happens. Sometimes you get lucky and it doesn't break, and other times, well, it breaks. So I don't know how this is gonna go. This is a Adler long splitter. It's made in Germany. These things are awesome. I love Adler as a company. But they have a different eye than we're used to, so I'm not sure how much work I'm going to have to do to this new replacement handle to make it fit. But we're going to find out together. First thing we got to do is remove the strike collar, which is nice. And it does work. It saved me several times, but it was one too many times. So let's see. I think I'm just going to cut this thing right off the head. My shop is a freaking disaster. There we go. It takes me a minute sometimes, guys. Hi friends, first thing you're going to want to do after you cut your handle off is pretty much any axe is going to have some sort of wedge system. We're going to get these metal wedges out. Well, come on. Alright, anxious to see how much fitment I'm going to have to do. I did mar up the steel a little bit with the drill bit, but that's okay. That's not bad. Smooth out here a little bit. That's the bottom. That's the top. Oh, this is gonna go right on. This might be the easiest one I've ever done. I think it's just gonna press right on there. What do you guys think? Normally you'd have to shave the eye down there. Yeah, I might still have to take a little bit off. Yeah, we're gonna fit this just a little bit. Not bad though. This is gonna go easy. Well, maybe. Grab our trusty Shinto here. Back in action. Then we could take it out and compare it to the wood bullet. Old trick I used to do, mark the head with a pencil. All we need to do is remove wood from the pencil line down. This doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to be under the head. And you want the transition to be nice. So let's seat this thing. .30 3/4. I don't want to really seat it down any farther than that. So, I'm going to use the wedge that they provided. But I am going to cut a little bit off the top of this before I seat the wedge. Get a taller wedge. Cut the kerf deeper. We'll just do this. Alright, let's take this thing outside and seat the wedge. Alright guys, I do prefer to glue my wedges. So I'm going to do that. Some guys don't. That's fine too. This isn't a custom hang. This is I want this tool back in action and I need to replace the handle. You know, do the best I can. But it doesn't have to be showroom or museum grade here. We're just trying to get our tool back in action. Alright. Hopefully we don't break this wedge sending it home. Alright, and because this is a splitting axe and it's going to get a lot of abuse, we're going to go ahead and install these step wedges that it came with. Well, I'm just going to clean this eye up a bit Might grind this flush. I probably should have done that before I set those wedges. Yeah, let's just clean this up, see what it looks like. Well, that's not the prettiest I've ever done, but functional. I think I will pre-drill these holes. Should be deep enough. Oh, dropped it. Well, there you have it, friends. That's a quick down and dirty handle replacement on this Adler Super Splitter. Not very hard at all. A little different than what I'm used to, and you know, it's been a while since I hung an axe, so it's probably not my best work, but it should get the job done. I don't think this thing's gonna move. It seems to be on there pretty tight. So that's it. Yeah, this thing's ready to rock and roll. We'll take this thing out to the wood pile, and I gotta cut some more trees down so we have some targets to play with, but I'll be happy to have this back in the rotation. I miss this thing a lot. I really like this axe. It's up there in my top 5 for sure. So videos on that soon. Real quick before we end this video, I just want to announce that a long time ago I turned members on, the members feature on YouTube. I turned it on, and I haven't done anything with it since I turned it on, but now I've decided that I'm going to start doing more with members only content. So there'll be a video out soon. Maybe it's already out. I don't know what order I'm going to put these in, explaining advantages of becoming a channel member. But long story short, if you get anything from this content and you want to support me and help keep this channel rolling, please consider becoming a member. We'll do some members only content here in the future, and other perks, but that's my spiel for that. That's about all I can say. So we'll see you guys in the next video.